some secrets, I'm shaking the game so they stay on their toes. Stay in your lane, I to stay on the go. I came to play with the pros and act like a rookie, so they overlook me. Then I double up again under their nose. None of them cold, they just got lucky but never adapted. So I'm 10-1 if it's coming to blows. My enemies cutting it close. I let them think that they got me, but what do you know? I had them beat before we ever spoke. I'm ready for smoke. I need to know everything, who and the what and the where. I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me.
What's going on, drivers? I hope everybody out there is doing well, staying warm, and staying out of this weather. Is pretty much affecting most of the country right now. This right here is the TA up near Seattle. North Bend, I think, is the actual name of the nearest town it's in. But on a GPS, it'll come up East Seattle, TA truck stop. It is an absolute mess. It's an absolute mess from the off-ramp all the way in. There's multiple accidents, trucks sliding into one another. There's trucks sliding into each other in the parking lot. Yeah, we've been working all afternoon trying to help these guys get out. I know other drivers as well have been doing the same thing. It's still continuing to snow and ice. The parking lot hasn't been cleared. It hasn't been that I know of. It hasn't been scraped. Nothing. There's no salt out. It is just literally a solid sheet ice. A driver fell earlier and busted his head open. It's hard to even get an ambulance in here. They had to struggle getting an ambulance in here for him. And so if I were you, I'd avoid the area if you can. Do not come here. I wouldn't come here for a couple of days because this weather is not supposed to let up for a while. It's probably going to be bad for quite a while, at least a couple of days. I wouldn't. This is the 22nd or 23rd. I don't know. I lose track of my days out here. But I wouldn't come here at least till probably the 26th, 27th before I even attempted to come into this area. The interstate as well, Snoqualmie Pass, is pretty bad. They're requiring chains up across Snoqualmie Pass. From what I understand, that's supposed to continue for quite a while. There's been several drivers get hurt just trying to walk across the parking lot. The driver that busted his head open earlier, he slipped, fell, hit his head on the step right near his truck. He was actually coming back to his truck from coming from the store. Another driver happened to see it, knocked him out, but it busted his head open. It was a pretty big mess. Had a hell of a time trying to get the ambulance in here. We actually ended up getting that guy up and getting him over to the ambulance so he could get up out of here. But drivers, please avoid this area. The whole parking lot, they got trucks jackknifed, running into each other in the parking lot. Oh man, it's just one problem after another. If you get moving, you can't get stopped. You know, all these trucks that are parked, and they've been parked. All these ones that are wrecked are trucks that have tried to move. They either came in or were trying to get out for some reason. Try to get going. If you move in this parking lot, you're not going to get stopped. And that's what's made it hard on us trying to help these drivers get unstuck. It's like you can get them, they put chains on them, you can do anything you want. They get moving, they just slide into another truck. You know, you'll slide until you hit something. That's basically what keeps happening over and over. You know, if you are here at this truck stop, I'd advise staying in your truck, not getting out. You know, unless you got some kind of spikes or something for your shoes or boots, because you're running too big of a risk falling down, messing up your knee, hitting your head. I mean, it's just craziness. It's absolute craziness what's happening here. I cannot believe this truck stop hasn't thrown salt or done anything. I mean, they literally haven't done anything for us here. And I've been here I got here last night, so I've been here about 24 hours, and I haven't seen a snowplow come through unless one came through while I was asleep. I haven't seen any salt. I walked inside the store and come back out. It's pretty slick. And y'all know when the snow, like, it's got a layer of ice over the top of the snow. So one thing that causes a lot of problems is when you step on the snow, you don't know how deep it is. You know, you don't know if you're stepping where a ditch is or a hole. And that got me earlier walking inside the store. I stepped on ice, which was coated on top of snow. The ice broke, and then I fell almost about halfway between my ankle and my knee because there was a hole there. So I just sank up in it. You know, it's hard when you're my age. It's hard to get out of holes like that when things like that happen. But as you can see here, this truck here, he actually was coming into the lot earlier, and he just jackknifed in the parking lot. He wasn't going fast. It had nothing to do with speed. He just lost it. Went right into him. Backing's hard. Even if you do get into the lot, it's difficult to back because the trailers are sliding. You see a lot of these trucks are just stopped out in the open. That's because that's where they got stopped at, and they can't move. They're just spinning. We got them stuck in the entrances and exits. Some of those guys down there in the fuel island, one of them I know for certain, because when I went to the store earlier, I was trying to help him. He's stuck in the fuel island. They haven't even salted the fuel island. You know, so I wouldn't even get off this exit. Just avoid this area completely. And, you know, stay safe out there, drivers. Try to stay warm. I'm going to let this play out so y'all can see what's going on. Hope all of you out there staying safe, staying warm. And hope wherever you're parked at's a whole lot safer than this truck stop we're in right here. But, you know, as these truck stops, they charge the heck out of us for everything. You know, they want $3 for a can of Vienna sausages and can't even salt the parking lot down so that we can maneuver safely. You know, it's getting ridiculous, the kind of amenities we deal with out here. You know, an $18 shower, and you got to deal with this. Anyway, that's a whole nother rant for a whole nother day. Like I said, drivers, please try to avoid the area. Please don't come in here. If you're in Seattle, stay wherever you're at. If you're down in Tacoma or Kent, please stay wherever you're at. Do not come here. I know there's not a lot of truck parking in the area, but please do not come here. It's not a good situation. Y'all take care. Stay safe. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and keep trucking.